guys, it's your girl Sierra and I'm back with another video. So as you can see by the title for today's video, I'm going to be helping you guys get started on your self-love journey. Now, I'm bringing this video to you guys because self-love is so important, in my opinion, for your mental health and just your overall general well-being. And I feel like it's something that a lot of people struggle with, I feel like with self-love, it's important to have as much love for ourselves like we do for other people. Like there's so many components that come with self-love, like forgiveness, being compassionate with ourselves, and just so many other things. And I really want to help you guys kind of work on that if that's something you're struggling with. I feel like we need to work on being as forgiving with ourselves like we are with other people, more compassionate and kind to ourselves like we are towards other people, rather than being so much harder on ourselves and just not loving ourselves the way that we love other people, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna get into this video. I have a bunch of stuff to go over with you guys, and I'm super excited for today's video. I feel like I've been gone for quite a while, but I'm back now, and let's get into the video. But before I do, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And now let's talk. So before I get into these tips, I just want to clarify that when you're starting your self-love journey, it's not going to be easy. And I feel like I need to say this because I feel like when talking about self-love, people make it seem like it's this very beautiful, easy, peaceful type of thing. And it's not. It's nowhere near that. Depending on how deeply you have to really dive into yourself and see what it is that you need to work on within yourself so you can love yourself, it can be ugly, it can be triggering, it can be difficult, challenging. Like, it's not an easy thing. And I'm going to talk more about that as the video goes on, but I just want to throw that out there just so you're not coming into this with any sort of expectations like, oh, this is going to be easy, oh, it's going to be so pretty. That's not the case, and you're going to see why as this video goes on. So have my lovely notes right here in my notebook, so if you see me looking down at all, that's what I'm looking at, just making sure I don't miss anything. So here we go. So first things first, in order to love yourself, you need to learn how to forgive yourself. And that's something that I was kind of talking about before. We need to be as forgiving with ourselves like we are when other people hurt us. I know it can be easy for us to get mad at ourselves when we kind of allow ourselves to be mistreated, or when we make mistakes and we just kind of beat ourselves up about it so much that we just are so angry and resentful towards ourselves. Rather than taking these situations as a learning experience, as well as our mistakes, and learn from them and just learn how to move forward. Next, practice self-gratitude. So I feel like when people are super low, they kind of struggle with figuring out what they really appreciate and love about themselves. And that's okay, but really just take time to just sit with yourself and think like, okay, what do I love about myself? And that could be a personality trait. So like, are you kind to other people? Are you selfless with other people? Do you just love your hair? Like, really, it could be anything. When you're starting out, you really just want to take baby steps and just think of anything that you can be grateful for. No matter how deep it is, no matter how surface level it is, when you find yourself appreciating something about yourself, hold on to that, because then you can build on that, and then the things that you become more grateful for about yourself will get more than surface level. So practice being grateful for yourself and what you have to offer, or just anything that you love about yourself. Next, you need to work on positive self-talk, and I know that this is something that I have talked about in previous videos. Practicing how you talk to yourself is so important. So if you are just always being so negative and just saying negative things about yourself, always down talking yourself, you're gonna start to believe those things, and then you're gonna carry on in your life with this negative mindset. And who wants to live like that? Who wants to live so unhappily and just be so bitter and jealous and just so negative about everything? Nobody. Like, that's not a way to live your life. So you need to work on your positive self-talk. Along with that, keeping in mind that not all thoughts that you have are true. So kind of going back to that negative mindset that I was talking about, just be cautious with your thoughts. Just because you're forming opinions, biases, or judgments on certain people, on things about yourself, that does not mean that they are true. So if you are someone who tends to overthink, or if you're someone who tends to create scenarios in your head about certain situations when you don't really know what's going on, just keep in mind you don't really know for sure. And just try not to believe every single thought in your mind that you have, if that makes sense. Like, trust your gut, but when you're like creating scenarios in your head, or like I said, if you just tend to overthink things, just remember not all of your beliefs are true. Next, stop comparing yourself to other people. Once again, I know I've talked about this on my channel before. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop comparing your life to other people's lives just based off of what you see on social media. Not everything you see on social media is true. No one's going to be posting all the negative things that they experience on social media. Stop comparing yourself, because the more you compare yourself to other people, the more unhappy you will be. Focus on you, your life path, your journey, and when things are bound to happen for you, they will happen for you. So stop worrying about what the next person is doing and just focus on you, and make sure that you're working hard to get to where you need and want to be in life. Because their life is their life. This is your life you have to live. And worrying about someone else's life is not going to help you get anywhere in yours. So just stay in your lane and focus on you, and do not compare yourself to other people. Next, you want to start practicing more self-care. So just really thinking about what activities you like to do. Do you like to shop? Do you like to play video games? Maybe doing a spa day. Whatever activity it is that you enjoy, do it, and do it often. And when you're engaging in these activities, you want to make sure that there are things that tap into you all around. Basically meaning that it's benefiting you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, however it can benefit you overall. Do that, and like I said, do it frequently. Do things that make you happy. Do things that help you to actually take care of you in all aspects. So just take care of all of you. Next, once again, I've said this numerous of times, heal. Now, this is going back to what I was saying in the beginning, that starting your self-love journey is not the most beautiful process. Your self-love journey is not always going to be pretty. If you have traumas that you need to work through, insecurities that you need to work on within yourself, that can get ugly. Like, when you're thinking of self-love, I feel like a lot of people think about, oh, it's just facials and bubble baths and lighting candles and tarot cards and all these other things. And sure, you know, you can do those things if it makes you happy. However, like I said, it's much deeper than just that. Like, you can take bubble baths all day. That's not going to heal your traumas. That's not going to heal your insecurities. You got to heal. You got to do shadow work. And you really have to think like, okay, why am I the way that I am? Why do I respond this way in certain situations? Why am I like this with myself? It's much deeper than bubble baths and spa days and pedicures and manicures and facials and, oh, I'm gonna wear makeup and get my hair done and everything's just gonna be fine. No. Yes, once again, do all of those things. That's taking care of yourself physically, you know, that's good. But how can you take care of yourself mentally and emotionally as well? Because if you're not right mentally, you're not gonna be right at all. So make sure, once again, that you just take care of all of you and really heal your wounds so that you are able to love yourself and forgive yourself and have that compassion with yourself and have more understanding with yourself, more patience with yourself. You have to heal. That is so important. If you walk around unhealed, you're just going to continue to hurt yourself, and you're just going to continue to hurt other people who don't deserve to be hurt. Just work on you so you can be a better person for yourself and the people around you. And the last tip, I feel like this is the first time you guys are actually seeing me lift up my notebook, but I have a lot of notes on here, so I'm just making sure I don't miss anything. But the last thing is to put you first. Now, this can be difficult for some people, especially if you've just kind of grown up to be like a people-pleasing type of person and you're that person who like always puts other people before you, you put other people's feelings before you, even if they don't do that same thing for you. And I feel like that's what causes a lot of people to be hurt. You really have to learn how to put yourself first. You have to learn how to say no to people. You have to think about you and the type of mental space you are in, and you just have to make sure that you're right before other people are right. Like, I know some people say, how can you love other people if you can't love yourself? Or like, if you're not right, how are you going to help somebody else be right? And that's true. Like, yes, you can show love to other people and you can be there for other people. However, if you just are not right within, your problems are just going to continue to linger on. And then eventually you are going to end up hurting someone else because you keep hurting yourself by neglecting yourself. It's okay to put yourself first. It's okay to tell other people no. It's okay to let people know that it's not your job to always take their matters into your hands, if that makes sense. And along with that, just making sure that when you are going out of your way to help someone on a consistent basis, that these are people who will do the same thing for you. You matter. And just remember, this is your life that you have to live. So yes, it's okay to help people. Like, I'm not saying always tell people no and like don't be there for other people. It's just, you just have to put yourself first. A lot of the times it's okay to be selfish and worry about you and how you are first. If you're not in the mental space to help someone and do something for someone else, that's okay. Because just think, if you aren't in the right mental space and you're going off trying to help somebody else, you can make their situation worse. And on top of that, that's so draining, trying to help other people with their problems when you have your own stuff going on. That's just a lot. It takes such a significant toll on us, just mentally, emotionally, and physically. It's just so draining. So put you first. There's nothing wrong with that. It's your life you have to live, and you want to be happy in your life. So do what's best for you and worry about you. Prioritize you. So I know that was a lot, but I really hope you guys gained a lot of information from this video. I really hope I was able to help a lot of people out there who may be struggling with their self-love journey or are trying to get started and just kind of don't really know where to start. And just also, I know I keep saying a lot of things to keep in mind, but there is a lot to keep in mind. So keep in mind, self-love is an ongoing journey. You know, you're going to continue to experience things throughout your entire life. You're going to encounter difficult situations that are going to challenge you, and that may cause you to be upset with yourself. So you really just have to keep loving you, keep working on you, keep moving forward, keep learning from your mistakes, and eventually things will get better. So just learn to love you, be compassionate, be forgiving, be open-minded, and be patient with yourself. You know, learning to love yourself is not an overnight thing. So just making sure that you are dedicated into putting in the actual time, the effort, and the hard work to get to a better place in your life is key to all of this. So if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to comment, share this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to click the bell so you receive notifications every time that I post. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.